So we recently checked out Hagane with Life Goes On, as in we went to the title track, the last track on the mini album EP thing. Anyway, you guys seem to enjoy that and you guys wanted me to check out more, so I thought I'm going to come back and I'm going to get around to the beginning of this album. Now, I should point out, the very first track on the album is called Victoire? Victoire? I don't speak French, so I'm guessing how you pronounce that. And then afterwards is a song called Tenka-Goken. Now, Victoire seems to be about 2 minutes long, so I'm guessing it might just be an intro. So if it's just an intro, we're going to let it roll into the second song. You'll already know because you've seen what I've put as the title of this video. So why don't we just get into it? Just before we do, I've also read, since I did the last one, I knew a little bit about Hagane reforming with some changes, but you guys have told me a little bit more. I believe it's Juna, ex-Trident. Big Trident fan. Ex-Trident, well, more ex-girls rock band Kakamaya is apparently the drummer for this group, and they've got some other people in there as well. I think someone said they've actually got a member called Nagisa. I was like, well, if you've got your own, is the singer called Nagisa? They got their own Nagisa, so that's really weird. It's like Juna is now with a Nagisa, although there's now a Nagisa and Trident, and so anyway, should we get into this? The last song I heard, definitely, I really thought was. It had improved on a lot of the things that I wasn't so keen on in the original guys of Hagane, where I felt like they had some messy songwriting issues. Good in moments, but slightly messy. The song Life Goes On felt much more purposeful, much more concise, much more like it was going in a certain direction. So I'm excited to see what we get from this. Let's check this out. Probably going to be listening to the intro and the first song. I love these big dramatic intros. It's like you're setting the bar very high for yourself. Problem is when the next song starts, we're probably going to get YouTube adverts. Just then, you know. Okay, if you're going to use a synthesizer to play brass instruments, you probably could invest in a slightly better one than that. It's quite a cheap sounding brass instrument, but still, I like the arrangement. Especially when you've got those cool sounding backing vocals. I like that beats building up underneath. Are we about to break into the song? Nearly. Oh, key change, okay. I definitely feel very hyped up for the album, so I'm expecting this first full-length track to really land like a ton of bricks. Any moment, we're going to get an advert. I guarantee YouTube's going to give me an advert. God damn it. No, Lawson. No. Bad Lawson. Ooh. Shakahachi. Okay. Nice rumbling, intense build-up. I'm just loving that shakuhachi on the left-hand side. They love these big dramatic chorus melodies. And this is definitely one of those melodies where I'd almost describe it as having a sort of a theatrical quality. I'd expect it in like a musical or something. Very big and heartfelt and dramatic. Nothing wrong with that at all. That was an interesting bridge. It was very we definitely focused on like the solo and I feel like it more delivered us into the third verse and threw us into it. I love this pre-chorus. It's so beautiful. Very pretty. So pretty. I like that little extension there to the end of the last chorus. Add a bit of drama to it. Okay. We've got a lot to unpack on this one. Oh, some koto at the end. There should be more koto throughout the song as well. Okay, so this was interesting because this definitely had... well, like I said, there's a lot to unpack. First was the fact that I'm listening to it really as the track it is within the album. So we get the intro. The intro build-up was really cool. It's quite a long intro at 2 minutes, especially for a mini album. But, you know, it's fine. They're getting their feet back on the ground as a new lineup, so you don't expect anything huge. You don't expect a full-length album yet. This is them trying the water, and why not have a bit of fun and put an intro on there if you feel like it. But yeah, it was an interesting choice, and it was quite a long build-up, and then it throws you into the song, so the first full-length song. And I've got to be entirely honest that I think that the strongest quality of this song was the fact that it was very... It was very sort of efficient at going through its various parts. It really felt like it was moving all the time. Not one of those songs where you got time to get bored. And you might think, well, you know, usually in a metal song, you don't exactly get bored. But there are some songs where they just sort of repeat. And the idea is you're supposed to get into a trance, like headbang state, but actually you can start getting just tired of it. This one was going through its various sections. It was going through that intros, verse, pre-chorus, chorus. And there was something about the way it did that was really cool because you always felt like there was something new coming up. At the same time, the song maintained that underlying momentum, which seems to be one of the signature qualities of bands like this. I often refer to Love Bites as being one of the signature bands in this style, certainly for Japan. Those bands who just have like those rumbling double time rhythms and just blast along over the top with big melodies and theatrical sounds. Definitely they are encapsulating that sound once again in this song. But yeah, it was really a case of they didn't get complacent in regards to keeping the song moving. I would say maybe I'm a little bit surprised. It does to me sound like it's, again, they're very much... Because when I remember Hagane before, one of the main things that really caught my attention about Hagane was the fact that their songs tended to be quite quite different. There were certain things that I don't think their songs before were anywhere near as concise and well structured as they appear to be now. Their songs seem to be much more well structured these days, certainly based on this EP. But they seem to have a little bit of a surprising range of sounds. It seems like this is very much an EP where they're going very much for that, like I say, that kind of speed. I don't know what the proper terminology is. There's way too many metal subgenres. That sort of fast but theatrical style of metal. Very big melody focused style. They seem to be very much going for that. It is a popular sound right now. I do think that sticking too much to that one sort of thing might limit their ability to stand out because there's other bands doing it. But I think if you just take it in the perspective of what they're doing, this is really good, well-made music. It's got beautiful performance, it's got great vocals. The only thing I'd really critique about this song was the fact that I think the bridge, like I say, kind of the bridge goes along and then it just kind of like stops and then, oh, here's the third verse. Well, you kind of want a bridge, if you're going to put it in that point of a song, you want it to really ramp you into the last verse and chorus so you feel like you get some extra energy. Otherwise, it just feels like a diversion that drops you back where you came from. So I felt like more could be done to like make the bridge burst out into the third verse. But other than that, it was quick, it was efficient, it had some interesting parts to it, it had a brilliant pre-chorus. I loved the use of the shakuhachi, could have done with even more koto. It was really lovely how they did that. The sort of reference to old school Japanese music and culture was there, which is always a great thing to see. I really enjoy hearing those aspects added to it. It reminded me a little bit of one of my favourite song by Nemophila is N10. Off of the Seize the Fate album, and that does a similar thing where it's still very much a metal song. It's a very different song from this, but it does a similar thing in that it's still very much a metal song, but it uses like the old-fashioned Japanese style of vocal singing, someone singing underneath the lead singer. And it was similar to this in that if you took out the little Japanese musical aspects of shakuhachi and koto, it'd still be the same song. But including them just added that little bit of atmosphere, a little bit of extra layering. It's a great example of how you can add instruments into a song and add something in the studio that might not be so easy to do live, but is nothing fake or wrong about it. It's actually a really nice thing to have in there. It helps to enhance the feeling, the mood that you're going for. So I really enjoyed that part of it. It was a very tight song. If anything, the fact that I heard Life Goes On before this might be a little bit of an unfair thing because I think Life Goes On, I think, probably was the more dramatically fulfilling song. Yeah, it felt like you'd been on more of a fulfilling journey at the end of it. So maybe I should start from the beginning of the album. But this was still... If the title track to this album is a good like 8 or 9 out of 10, then this is still a good sort of 7 or 8. So I thought this was really fun. I enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of the album. I mean, you guys let me know. Obviously, we are talking about an album where there's not many tracks on it. We've got Hero Time and Dat, which is less than 3 minutes. So I'd definitely go check out some of those for you. But let me know what you guys think. As always, get in the comments, tell me what you think. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, I'd really like to do a bit more Hagane. Maybe I can do some of their old album tracks that maybe I missed. Let me know. And for now, ciao, ciao.